The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 44, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. Hey, 382, last 50. Right there.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Listen to me. Check right. Gun. Bravo. I'm coming.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Can't. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Cousins on first down. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. That's good for 28 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check safety. Check safety.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down throw. Watson caught left side. Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, his second sack of the night. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He gets away from one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I got it.
Hey, Haywood.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins now from the 50. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Again, it's Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on first and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings us
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a first down.
first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
Watson now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Now it's Watson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Houston.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
How many
y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you.